Imagine you have exactly 30 days to generate 80,000 rupees. You don't have a job, you have zero capital, and taking out a loan is strictly off the table. Most people assume that starting from absolute zero in today's economy requires luck or a pre-existing network. They see inflation and market saturation as walls that make new wealth impossible. But in 1930, the global economy had collapsed. For millions of people, finding enough change to buy a single meal was a daily battle. In the middle of that crisis, F.C. Minaker published 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. It wasn't a book of theories, it was a tactical manual for people with no resources. Minaker argued that wealth creation is a mechanical, step-by-step skill. By applying his Depression-era framework to the modern world, we can map out exactly how to build a $0 business today. Phase 1 is ideation. Profitable ideas are rarely the result of a sudden eureka moment. Instead, they are found by listening to what people are already complaining about. Look at the older generation in your neighborhood. Many struggle navigating banking apps or video calls. If you spend 2 hours a week teaching them these digital basics for 500 rupees a month, you have a business with zero overhead and immediate cash flow. This same logic scales. In 2005, Fanindra Sama couldn't find a bus ticket home for holidays because the booking system was fragmented and offline. He isolated that one friction point and mapped out a centralized digital solution. That single fix became Redbus, a company that eventually sold for 800 crore rupees. Once you have an idea, you move to phase 2, validation. This requires you to secure a financial commitment before you spend any time or money building a product. If you want to start a tiffin service, do not rent a kitchen first. Text 10 neighbors and ask if they will pay for a week of meals in advance. If 5 say yes, the business is real. If they say no, you've saved months of wasted effort. Minaker documented this process in 1930, and it remains the primary method modern startups use to avoid bankruptcy before they even launch. Phase 3, execution. A salary is a flat line capped by a 24-hour day. To grow, sell results, not hours. A single job has a fixed ceiling, but advising 5 businesses multiplies revenue without working 5 times the hours. You likely already possess this kind of expertise. Proficiency in Excel, graphic design in Canva, or video editing are specific solutions that businesses are willing to pay for to save their own time. Finally, phase 4 is growth. Many businesses fail because they spend all their energy hunting for new customers while ignoring the ones they already have. Acquiring a new customer takes about 5 times the energy and capital as selling to a past client. Your first sale to someone is usually the most expensive. Every sale after that is pure profit. Successful service providers stay proactive. A painter doesn't wait for a client to call. He reaches out after the rainy season to check for wall damage. A barber survives because his regulars return every 3 weeks without him needing to spend a rupee on ads. Sustainable wealth is built on the predictability of recurring revenue. It is the difference between starting every month at 0 and starting with a base of clients who are already sold on your work. Even with a solid plan, people often stop because their start feels insignificant. A home baker begins by fulfilling 1 order for a friend's party. By meeting that first deadline, she builds the logistical capacity to manage 50 cakes for a corporate event later on. McDonald's followed the same path. It began as a single roadside stall that solved the problem of speed and consistency better than its competitors. They refined that one solution until it could be exported to thousands of locations. These examples reveal Minaker's core observation. Money is a byproduct of the utility you provide. If you chase the profit itself, you overlook the quality of the service. But if you refine how you solve a customer's problem, the profit follows as a consequence. Look at 2 video editors. The first editor cuts the footage as instructed and stops there. The second editor cuts the footage, but also suggests a specific thumbnail strategy to help the video get more views. The second editor earns a premium because the client isn't buying a technical service. They are buying an outcome that makes their business more profitable. We often use global instability or a lack of jobs as an excuse to wait. But this framework was built when the economy was at its absolute worst. And yet, as you can see here, commerce and opportunity continued for those who provided value. The perfect time to start never arrives. The real reason most people lack income isn't a lack of capital or a lack of ideas. It is a lack of action. Take your first step today.